Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this look for you, which I already filmed before. So if you notice, my hair is obviously completely different from the original pictures I posted. It's because this is another day, because I'm an idiot and I deleted the footage. So this is round 2 filming this look, but I do think the look still turned out just like it did the other day, so I'm still really happy with it. But yeah, this is the look I'm doing for you. It's just like a really cool, kind of like double cut crease, very intense, orange, warm, amazing eye look. I was inspired by an artist on Instagram who I follow, which I just love her. Her looks are so inspiring and amazing. Her name is Makeup by Riquelle on Instagram, so I'll put her stuff down below. I know the last couple videos, or definitely within the last couple videos I've done, I have done a couple looks inspired by other artists. I just want to give a disclaimer. I don't think that's a problem. I think as long as you give people credit, it's really awesome to be inspired by people. I know, like, I love it when I see people like tagging me that they recreated a look I made up. So I don't think it's an issue. I love being inspired by other artists. I love finding new color combinations and new like techniques and different things like that. So yeah. And again, I always give credit whenever I'm inspired by someone or I recreate someone's look, which it definitely is. To me, this is like as close to recreation as I could have done of her look. So yeah, please go give her some love, and please make sure you turn on your post notifications and subscribe if you haven't yet. Really appreciate also if you leave a comment, maybe thumbs up, maybe be nice, help me out a little bit. But yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. So let's just get right into the video and show you how I did this look. Hey guys, here I am again to film this video again because I'm an idiot and I deleted it off my camera. So I'm starting off this eye look by priming with the e.l.f. concealer, and I do already have on a little bit of mascara from earlier, but it will not affect the look. So first on this big brush, I'm going to take the yellow shade and I'm blending this in my upper kind of brow bone. It isn't really going in the crease, it's just going literally right on the brow bone. And I'm kind of blending it over where I would put a brow highlight. And then slightly pulling it out and slightly pulling it into the inner corner. And then taking a Morphe M441 in the really bright orange shade. And this is going to go in the upper part of the crease, overlapping a lot of the yellow, but I'm still not bringing it like all the way down into my crease. It's still fairly high up. And doing the same thing, I'm pulling it into the inner corner and slightly pulling it out. And I want this particular look to be pretty like neon, so I am layering this up a couple times because this shade will get like super bright. Next, on a Morphe M456, I am taking the red, and this is going to actually go right in the crease. And I'm going to really build this up and bring it all the way across the crease area. And I love this red because it's a really true red. It's not like an orange based red or a pink based red. It's like a perfect neutral bright red. And I'm also going to take this and start to pull it down into my outer corner. Next, I'm going with a deep red brown. And I'm going to use this to darken up the red. And when you're doing this, you basically want to make sure that you don't put so much of this that the look like starts to look too neutral, I guess. Like you still want it to look really red, just a little bit of like a darker red. So once I get this kind of built up in this outer corner and then like slightly into the crease, I'm going to go back with the bright red just to make sure that the look still is very red. I'm now gonna take a MAC 242 with the e.l.f. concealer again. And we're now gonna cut the crease. With this cut crease, you wanna go a little higher than you would with maybe a regular, cut crease you might do, because this is sort of like a double cut crease. So there's like a cut crease with color and then like another cut crease. So if you don't go high enough, you're not gonna see this second like lighter cut crease part unless you close your eye. I mean, you don't see it too much when my eyes open, but you do see it a little bit, and that's really what we're going for. This step isn't, I would say 100% necessary, but this is the way I do it that I feel like, I don't know, it works best for me. For this little like second cut crease, the orange line, I'm gonna go in with a liquid lipstick on top of this. So it's not necessary to, technically go on with this because you could just do the liquid lipstick, but I do this because it just kind of works better for me and it flows better for me, but you can do what you want to do. I'm going in with the really vibrant neon orange, and I'm going to start packing this right along the top of the cut crease. And this is going to give an orange look to, obviously, this part up here, and then we're going to do our second cut crease. So if you didn't have a liquid lipstick in like this kind of color, you could just do it like this and then do your second cut crease, and then you wouldn't have to go in with another product. For me, it was just that I felt like the liquid lipstick gave more of a pop than just the shadow does. But again, you don't necessarily have to if you don't want it maybe as neon, or if you, don't have, like I said, a liquid lipstick that matches. Now I'm going in with the concealer again, and I'm going to do my second cut crease. So I'm going down a little lower, obviously, than that first time. And we're creating this kind of edge here and creating this nice, like, crisp orange area. And another reason I like going in with the liquid lipstick afterwards is if this second cut crease isn't perfect or you mess up somewhere, you can use the liquid lipstick to kind of fix it and make it look more like crisp and nice. Now I'm going into the absolutely beautiful shimmery kind of champagne color. Now, like I said in the intro, I am recreating a look that I saw, oh Lord, that I saw another artist do. Her colors were slightly different, but I do want to keep to just this palette. So I'm sort of making do with what I have here. So it's not going to be exactly the same, but that's okay. This shade is going to go all over the inner part of the lid and then sort of across the top against the cut crease area. I'm pulling the light shade all the way around the top here. You can still put your other shades on the bottom part of the lid, but it will draw attention to the cut crease all the way across, so it looks like it stands out. Whereas if you had some deeper shades coming across here, the cut crease wouldn't stand out as much. Now I'm going to take this sort of rusty reddish color, and I'm going to layer this over the outer corner. A lot of this is going to get covered up. It's just going to give a little bit of a shimmeriness to the outer corner. So because I don't have like a shimmery orange like she did in her look, what I'm going to do is, since I have all this shimmer all the way across with the other shades, I'm now going to sort of make my own shimmer. So I'm going to take the bright orange matte and lightly dab that over top of this shimmery kind of nude color we have. I'm not going to go and cover up all of it, but I'm going to do like kind of right towards the center. And just dabbing that on top, it'll still be shimmery, but now it has like an orange undertone. So I'm sort of like cheating and creating my own shimmer colors, even though I don't necessarily have them in this palette, by just like mixing together. And then I'm gonna take a little of the red as well, the bright matte red, and I'm gonna put that next to the orange, and that's gonna layer over top of that red shimmer we put down, the deeper shimmer. And again, it's gonna turn that and transform it into a more brighter shimmery red. And then making sure that these colors here, right on the edge of this cut crease, are sort of just like fading away. There's not gonna be like a harsh line here. It just sort of fades away. Next, I'm gonna take the tiniest bit of the black from the palette just to deepen up. I do not want it to really look like I have black eyeshadow on. It's mainly just, again, to add some depth and make it look like a darker red. So now I'm just going back in with a darker kind of reddish maroony brown around the edges of the black. And then I'll go back in with the red, the brighter red as well. And again, like I said before, just keep layering. At this point, I'm just gonna keep layering all my previous shades until they're all blended. I'm getting the depth I want while still the looking kind of bright. Taking a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of the deep red brown on this brush, and I'm going to ever so gently run that right above the orange line we made. And this is going to help that liner stand out even more. You want to be really careful you don't overlap on top of the orange. You're just going right around the edge of it. I'm getting this weird spot, and it's never done this to me before, where it's not like sticking right here. And so it looks lighter right here than like right above. And it's looking like a line now, and I can't get anything to stick right there. And this has never done this to me before. Like, I've used this palette a million times and it never does this. Now I'm gonna do my little extra brighter orange line, and to brighten it up, I'm gonna use Flamethrower from Jeffree Star. I'm now gonna put on a winged liner. I'm gonna use the Morphe Felt Tip Liquid Liner in the shade Ink. So then for the inner corner, I'm gonna take this little compact I've been holding the whole time, which is the ColourPop Villain Collection. This is the Cruella DeVille Super Shock Highlighter. I'm gonna start by putting a little bit of this in the inner corner. Now I'm gonna take our yellow we used before and just dip in a little of the white. Also, the matte white. Matte white, titanium white, if you're a Bob Ross fan. And I'm going to layer that on top of that highlighter and sort of blend it up towards the shadow here. And then I'm gonna layer the ColourPop highlighter on top one more time. And this just gives it a really fun, cool look. And as you can see, I'm putting it just like a tiny bit onto the inner part of the lid, but seriously, just a tiny little bit. And it looks cool when it layers on top of the liner right there. Gives it a little shine and almost makes it sort of like fade down and like ombre down to this lighter orange. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish off the eyes really quick. I'm going to put on my lashes. For the lashes today, I used the Morphe lashes in the style Daydreamer. I'm putting on my mascara. I just bought a new one because I've been wanting to try something new. And this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, which I used to use all the time. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw on my eyebrows really quick, which is, I'm gonna use the Morphe Hazelnut brow cream. And then for my face makeup, like the foundation and that kind of thing, I am going to do that in a separate video because I'm doing a foundation review. So I'm going to do that. So we'll come back to finish the bottom of the eyes and then do like the blush, highlight, the lip, like all the other color stuff. Okay, so now let's do the under eye. I'm going to take the brightest kind of bright neon orange, and I'm going to start by blending that under my eye. As I always say when I do these more like out there looks, I am going to go down really far with this color. I'm basically going down, like, you know, if you were to kind of point to this little sack or something. I don't even know what to call it. What most people have, this little squishy area right under the eye. I'm basically going and covering all of that and basically going right underneath there. So this is obviously pulled down like really far. Obviously this look is already crazy, so why not just go full on and pull it down really far? But as I like to say, you don't have to. And if you go a little higher, it won't be as crazy, but then you'll still have bright eyeshadow and a double cut crease on top. So why not? Next, I'm gonna go in with the red shade, and we're gonna put that a little higher. And when I'm putting on this red underneath my eye, I'm gonna mostly stamp this on to get like really full pigmentation. And we're gonna go over that area again, but I'm gonna move on to some darker colors. So I'm gonna go in with our black shade, and I'm gonna put this on the waterline and a little beneath the lash line. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but I like powder on my waterline. It stays better for me. Do your own thing based on how sensitive your eyes are. And then, like I said, I'm gonna take that just a little underneath too to make sure this is nice and smoky. I'm then going in with our deep red shade. And I'm gonna use that to blend the black into the red. And then once that is done, I'm gonna go back in with our small fluffy brush, and I'm gonna re-intensify the red by layering that on top. And then I'm gonna re-intensify the orange by taking that around the edges again. Beautiful. I'm gonna go back in with my flat brush and the ColourPop Cruella de Vil highlighter. And I'm just going to connect by taking that highlighter and dragging it just on the inner part of the lower lash line to connect the inner corner highlight to the lower lash line. We're gonna throw on some bottom lash mascara using the same mascara used on the top. So for the rest of my face, I do need to bronze up a little bit because I'm looking a little pale. So for bronzer, I'm using one of my new favorite bronzers, which is the Bare Minerals Faux Tan. And I'm just gonna use this little tiny cheek brush. This is a Morphe M403. And I'm gonna use this shade to contour and bring a little color back to my face. And then I'm gonna throw in some blush, and for blush today, I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Fetish Cheek Palette. And I'm going to take the shade Salem, which is a nice orange color. And I'm just gonna pop that on. And then to highlight, I'm gonna go back into the Cruella de Vil highlighter. So this is kind of like, I don't know, it's not terrible. Like obviously you still get a really pretty, nice glowy look. Definitely does have glitter pieces in it. So if you don't like glitter, kind of like glittery highlights, you won't like this. I'm just like not the hugest fan of the Super Shock highlighters. Something about the squishy texture, I just feel like it's harder to work with and looks like it grabs a little more, like a little grab to certain places more than others. So I don't know, it's still pretty. I like the orange undertone of this. It's a really kind of unique highlighter color. So it goes really well with the orange on the eyes. It's just like not my favorite formula. And also it gets dirty. Like look at, like you can see the color of like my foundation and powder and whatever that will just get stuck on it from the brush. It's super weird. Okay, and then for the lip, this is a lip I've used definitely a couple times before, but it's just perfect for this look. I don't want to take away from the eyes. The eyes are already so like that. I don't want to use a lip that's going to be too much. So I'm going to go in with just a really nice brown nude. It's one of my favorite combos, and it's Morphe Sweetheart Lip Pencil with the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the number 32, which is a really light nude. And I did overline with that lip liner quite a bit. I'm too afraid to get lip injections, and they're also too expensive, so I will be content with just overlining the crap out of my lips. And I like this cream lip stain in this particular color so much because it's very neutral, so I can wear this with these more brown lip liners to get like a brownie nude look, but then you can also wear it with like the more mauve-y or pink undertoned lip liners, and it will look more like a mauve-y color, so I really enjoy this one a lot. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am not going to delete the footage this time because I don't want to film this again. But yeah, I love this look so much. Please go give Riquelle so much love. Make sure you follow her because her looks are insane. If you like colorful looks, if you like cut creases, if you like really artistic looks, you'll really like her page because it's just very inspiring with all her color combos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, please go check out my last video for the foundation review and wear test if you haven't seen that yet. And make sure you're subscribed and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. And I will see you in my next video. All right, bye.